So the collector cycle is finally complete. I sold my Speedmaster Professional. It didn't feel good. Hey folks, I'm Em. Welcome back. First things first, we gotta do a wrist check. For the occasion, my other Speedmaster. And basically the reason why I sold the other one. Did I not have a Speedmaster already? Yes. And I still remember me walking in an Omega boutique wearing it. And I was looking for I think the Chronomaster to try it on. And I ended up trying the Speedmaster Professional. It was love at first sight. Even though I was wearing the other Speedmaster, the look and feel of the Professional were different enough for me at the time to justify its purchase. The differences between the two watches are not that big, yet you can feel and see them when they're on your wrist. I know, it's just justification, isn't it? Oh, I just really liked it. I liked it, it was different enough. And then a few months on, I slowly started realizing, do I need two Speedmasters that definitely do look a lot alike? Nah. So yeah, there are differences between the two, but as time went on, I just realized it was not enough of a reason for me to keep them both. So a few months ago, I just started toying with the idea of getting rid of it, maybe to fund a next watch purchase. I sold it through a grey market dealer here in London, which is where I got my Speedmaster first Omega in space from, by the way. They're called Subdial. Check them out. I'm not sponsored, but I've had a buy and a sell through them, and always went fantastic. If you're in the UK, obviously. And I kind of regretted it. I missed the feeling of having the Speedmaster Professional on my wrist. So after selling it, I just started thinking about what if I try to make my first Omega in space feel more like the Professional. So the first thought that came to mind was figuring out a bracelet to replace the leather strap it comes in. After asking around, I've seen there are a few very nice ones, some of the Forstner links, Uncle Seiko, and even a couple of the Omega OEM links would work, as long as you use you can use the Omega bracelets, the OEM, the 90mm, so the 321 and the racing, I think. But you need to use the end links of a Forstner bracelet, otherwise it's not gonna fit. That's what I read anyway. And as I was doing some research, I've looked at a lot of pictures of my model with those different bracelets on. And it just doesn't really work in my mind. The differences in the dial and the case are big enough that even if put on the same bracelet or a very similar bracelet as the original Speedmaster, it's just not gonna look the same. And I just did not like that. So basically, I bought the first Omega in space as my first mechanical watch, and that started my love for Omegas. I then bought a Speedmaster Pro, which I then sold. I just couldn't justify it. And I kind of regretted it. So, the bracelet option on my first Omega in space is not an option, really. So, the new Speedmaster 57 came out, didn't it? I've been eyeing that one as a replacement for a little while. It's beautiful, I think. Both in all three colors. Well, four. It's got the black one, the sandwich dial, but it's not the one that I would go for. I would probably go with one of the color dials, either the blue, even any of them. But I'm making plans with the Omega Boutique to go and try them on, so I'll be able to tell you folks. I'm not saying I'm buying a 57 anytime soon, but I definitely placed it in my wish list as a replacement for the Speedmaster Professional. I do think I miss a bracelet chronograph, an Omega one. I don't really like Rolexes, and I think the 57 is looking pretty sweet. By the way, a quick way on how I deal with my watch purchases, which I think is important to mention. I do not get into any debt for any of my watches. It is a hobby, it is a luxury hobby, and it's something that, in my mind, people should just be able to afford. So I just buy my watches, just paying them up front. I know that a lot of people don't actually do that and finance their watches. I would not recommend it. Going in debt for a watch? Why? So my suggestion is, don't do it. Just buy what you can afford. Leave a like if you've enjoyed the video, and I like buying a Speedmaster Professional. Subscribing is free. Let me know in the comments which was your first full watch rotations, your first watch that you bought and then sold. Did you regret it? Would you do it again? Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time.